What's up, Broncos Country? Team reporter Sydney Jones here. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Sid's Vids as we are here in Indianapolis at the NFL Combine. We've got a jam-packed couple days here at the Combine. General Manager George Paton and head coach Nathaniel Hackett, they'll both speak to the media, and then we'll of course stick around to get to know some of these prospects and hopefully catch up with some national media.
I think it's always a priority. It's the most important position in sports, and so we're always looking. And we do have Drew Lock under contract. We have Rip, but we're always looking, and we're gonna, no stone unturned to find that guy. We know we need better play out of the quarterback position, and so we're going to be aggressive.
The starting point is just kind of a surge of energy in the building. I think that's kind of when they gave me the keys to come in. I tried to ask them if they knew what they just brought in. So I think that's the starting point. You want those guys to be excited to come in the building and learn, and then build those relationships. And I think as you create that and those bonds of all the guys being together with the coaches and how we feel and how we are with them is so important. And that's just gonna, I think, improve the play out the gate.
Now, I know this isn't your first rodeo here at the Combine, but it is your first Combine as a head coach. How are you approaching this Combine? Is it any different?
No, I mean, everything's been pretty much the same besides the media, which was pretty dramatic, but no, it's been great.
What's your day-to-day look like kind of over the next week working with George Paton and the rest of the football staff?
Yeah, a lot of meetings, a lot of discussions, hanging out with some of the coaches, bonding with the coaches, and then a lot of formal interviews. Those are kind of the things that they end up kind of being a grind when you get about 10 of them in a row.
Yeah, what are you looking for, in those interviews, watching the workouts as you're looking at these young prospects?
Yeah, you only have 18 minutes, so you try to do your best to try to get to know them as a person, kind of their personality, who they are, kind of find out a little bit of their football knowledge, watch some tape with them. But it is a slow, not as long as you'd like it to be, but it's been good. It's been good to be able to see just their personality, see them in person, and get to know them as much as you can.
I know it's still early in the process, but what are your thoughts on this draft class overall?
I'm excited about it. I think that, as you go through this whole process, you get to meet the guys, talk with them, and then get to watch the tape as we move forward. And we're going to find some people that are going to help us.
When you're sitting in for these interviews and listening to what these prospects have to say, what are you really looking for?
I look for, the coaches are looking for, can these guys learn? Are they smart enough? They really break down the film and they ask them about their protections. They ask them about why they lined up here, why they threw this, why they, they're really digging on the mental. I also like to look at their personalities, and how they speak to the room, how they know their presence, how they speak to George. Are they making eye contact? Just really to get a feel for the person and the personality and their energy. And, we ask them about what kind of teammate they are and all this. We just try to dig in on them. And, we have these formals and then we have informal interviews as well. So we can get around them twice here. Then you'll watch the workout too. But yeah, so I kind of look at some of the other things too. But we are just really trying to get to know everything about these guys.
Well, the Broncos, they're in a good spot, a lot of cap space, a lot of draft picks. What do you expect them to do within the next couple months with, free agency and the draft coming up?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. First off, there's a lot of talent on the team already at a core level. I mean, how can you not be excited about the receivers? Offensive line's pretty damn good. Yeah, I know we could maybe add a piece or there. Tight end, whoa, okay. Running back's pretty good. Secondary's good. Linebackers, not bad. And if we get Bradley Chubb get going there on the end, I think they're going to, we know the quarterback thing's real. Because your guys are one of those teams, you're one of those few teams where you go, ooh, they get a quarterback there in Denver. They are a serious contender. That's how I look at it. And then I would set the money to maybe some difference makers on the front seven, right? It's going to be a little bit of a different, it's going to be the same scheme. I don't know if Vic Fangio had all the guys he wanted for that scheme. You're going to have a similar scheme to that. EJ Evero, who's the new defensive coordinator there, he's got some 3-4 principles in his. He learned from Brandon Staley, of course, who learned from Vic Fangio. And I would think that, they're going to look for some difference-making front seven players as well. So quarterback and front seven would be the area I'd look at.